The woman was still alive, yet her husband threw her into a coffin to be buried with the dead. He demanded she prove she could bear a dead man's child. In her village every girl was said to have a blessed body of fortune, so she was sent into the palace to marry the dying prince. Rumor said her good fortune could nourish him back to life. The queen hoped she could save him, and surprisingly after her care, the prince really did recover. She even bore him twins, a boy and a girl. What should have been a joyous event turned into horror when the prince ordered the babies thrown to the dogs. The woman was shocked, and begged for an explanation. The prince believed his recovery was due to his own strength. He blamed her instead, saying she pretended to have a fertile body, to trick everyone into making her princess. Because of her, the woman he truly loved was forced to marry another man and died, so he put all the blame on her. He wanted to see if she could really nourish even the dead. He buried her alive in the coffin with a fallen general. She suffocated to death, but unexpectedly, she was given a second chance. Reborn on the day the Empress Dowager chose her to marry the prince. Terrified, she begged the Dowager, saying the prince would recover on his own. There was no need for a bride to continue the bloodline, but the Dowager, desperate for hope, insisted. Just then the prince too was reborn. This time he swore never to marry her, and to stay with the woman he loved. He claimed the blessed body was a lie, made up so she could cling to power. He believed his illness would heal within a month, never realizing in their past life, it was her care that kept him alive. He assumed she would marry him again, so he warned her not to interfere with him in Yuluo, or else he would hurt her. But all of this was his own delusion. She had no intention of marrying him again. This time she wanted to watch him die without her help, but to avoid being dragged back by the Dowager, she had to find a way to escape, or she would suffer the same fate as before. Just then she saw the general's servants carrying a coffin. His mother had prepared it early, knowing he would not live long. She recognized it as the same coffin she had once been buried in, and a plan came to mind. She rushed to the general's residence, telling the old lady she was willing to marry him, saying her body of fortune could surely heal him. The old lady was overjoyed. She gave her the family's heirloom bracelet on the spot, and promised to petition the queen for marriage. The woman was secretly pleased. If she could marry the general, she could avoid the tragedy of her past life. Back at the prince's manor, she decided to spread the rumor that the scheming woman was pregnant, so they would believe the prince could survive without her. She pricked the woman's acupoints with a silver needle. In a few days the false pregnancy would be revealed. The prince saw her injured and grew furious. He dragged the woman out to be beaten, all to comfort his beloved. Only the queen stopped it. The queen told her the prince's health was improving. She believed the woman's help was no longer needed, and promised to release her after the prince's wedding in 3 days. But only the woman knew. On the day of his wedding he would surely die. The general's mother arrived at the palace to formally request the marriage. Seeing the prince healthier, the queen finally agreed to let the woman go.